coming up next, we've got the fight between Billy Morgan and Robin Deakin for the super featherweight contest.
Trained by the man who looked after Kevin Mitchell for a long time, Jimmy Tibbs. And when I glanced up, I did a double take because I thought Mitchell was in the ring. There's some facial similarity there, isn't there, Colin Hart?
Yeah, there certainly is. Deakin, of course, the local lad, brought quite a few supporters with him tonight, and they've been given all the encouragement he needs to look good on his home patch virtually. I must say, looking at Deakin's record, he's won one fight in 27.
Yeah, he always comes to tough it out, Robin Deakin. He likes to tear up. I don't know if he's more suited to a tear up on the cobbles though, rather than the boxing ring. He was a prospect, once turned pro with Frank Warren. Won his first fight, and I think the only win on his record. It's Morgan who's dominating things here and forces Deakin to touch down it. Like a punch around the back of the head, and referee Marcus McDonald says no knockdown. It's Morgan holding the centre of the ring at the moment. He's dominating this first round. Comes from Canning Town, not a million miles away from here. It's your old manor, isn't it, Harty?
Yes, it is. It's also the Olympic Games manor now.
It's been a fair few talents to have come out of the East End over the years. There's Billy Morgan, the latest one. Box for West Ham ABC as an amateur. Club, of course, that Mitchell graduated from as well. That was a good right hand there. I hurt Deakin with that one, forces him to hold on now. Four television screens in front of us, and not one of them has a clock on it. Not sure how long left in this round, but there can't be too much longer.
However long it is, Deakin will be pleased to hear the bell.
I'm sure he will do. Billy Morgan very much on top at the moment. Well, that's a good body shot. I think Deakin felt that one.
And he took it well, actually. It was a terrific shot.
Did. He's on unsteady feet, though, Robin Deakin. He's really soaking up some punishment here.
I'd be very surprised if he lasts the 4 rounds. He certainly lasts 3 minutes. So you've got to give him credit for that, but it's sheer survival mode he's in.
Good opener, though, for Morgan. And he looks a talent, doesn't he, Colin?
Yes, he does, and he, obviously he loves it. He, as you say, he comes from East London, and East London, I've always said, it is the spiritual home of boxing. And there's been more champions from Aldgate Pump to the fringes of Essex and anywhere else in this country. British, European, world, Olympic champions, Terry Spinks and Harry Mallin, who won 2 golds in the 1920s. It is a hotbed of boxing. The people here are brought up with it and they understand it, and that's why the crowd at York Hall is one of the most knowledgeable, not only in this country, but in the world. They know what they're watching.
For a show that's had its ups and downs over the last week or so, there's plenty of people in here tonight as Billy Morgan starts the second round in a real blur here. He's got Deakin trapped on the ropes and hurt, I think. Not many of these punches getting through, and Deakin manages to wriggle away. A grandstand start, though, from Billy Morgan. Good left jab as well.
Well, Deakin's from Crawley. I wonder if he's got his mind at Old Trafford this evening, where Crawley were 1 down at half-time against Manchester United.
I think, unfortunately, he's got about as much chance as Crawley against United this evening. Another good jab from Morgan. No more than a rangefinder, but it forced Deakin onto the back foot. Here comes the body shot. Beginning to take his time, though, Billy Morgan. So used to the pace of the professional side of things. I said he had that outstanding amateur career. Slightly different fighting over 3 minutes around though. Just makes Robin Deakin miss.
And also without a head guard.
Been some very good amateurs, hasn't there, Colin, who've never made it as a pro. And some pretty rubbish ones who've gone on to do rather well.
Yeah, well, of course, some people are more suited to professional boxing than amateur boxing. Sounds a bit daft, that, but it's
good
true.
Body shot there from Morgan. Left hand to the body.
Young Morgan's got a poker face, hasn't he? And he's all business.
And he just marches forward relentlessly.
Just wondering, though, Ian, how hard he punches, because he's hit Deakin with everything, and he's still standing there.
Yeah, double jab. I suppose he's got time to grow, hasn't he, Colin? He's only 21, 22. You look at Amir Khan, not much older than that, and a world champion. He manages to get a body shot of his own in, but didn't have much effect on Morgan.
Yeah, you know, when you can't compare too many amateurs with Khan. Khan had a tremendous international career as an amateur, and of course a silver medalist at the Olympics.
At the age of 17.
Exactly.
So the bell goes for the end of the second round. Another one safely in the bank for Billy Morgan. He's got a fairly experienced corner, hasn't he, Colin? Jimmy Tibbs there on our screens at the moment.
Yeah,
a man who knows the business inside out.
Absolutely. And one of our best trainers, Jimmy, and a very cool head in the corner. And of course, one thing about Jimmy, he can read a fight, and what he says, what he whispers in his fighters' ears is worth listening to.
Oh, he's watching some action here from the second round. Ouch.
Yeah, but that wasn't a full jab, was it? It was a short jab. Not a lot of sting behind it, but scoring, of course.
Round 3.
But of course, I think, you know, one thing Jim probably may tell young Morgan is, you know, to slow down a little and pick your shots better and plant your feet more. But he's eager to get it over with.
He's got Deakin backed up again, as he did at the start of the second round. And Rockin' Robin is certainly rocking at the moment.
Keep it tight, Robin!
Well, to give him credit, he's still in there.
Through gritted teeth, isn't it? He's not really in with much chance of winning the fight, I don't think.
Oh, not at all, but a lot of others would have capitulated by now and said, you know, I don't want any more of this.
Come on, Robin! Come together, Rob!
Morgan just slows the pace a little. Making that point earlier about him taking his time.
Come on, Robin! Right and left up, Rob!
Deakin choosing now to box with his hands by his side.
Rob, busier!
Sure, that's the wisest course of action. He was actually talent spotted by Barry McGuigan, Robin Deakin. He recommended him to Frank Warren.
Did he really?
Come on, Robin!
Well, you can't win them all.
No, you can't win them all. Here's Billy Morgan, who looks the talent this evening.
Right, Robin!
Been doing some sparring with Kevin Mitchell, I think Billy Joe Saunders as well.
Rob, not wild. Take the jab!
Another round comfortably in the bank, I think.
Keep it going!
I guess he'd want a stoppage though, wouldn't he, Colin, to
Well, he
cap
was
off the
trying
fight.
perhaps too hard early on to stop Deakin. He's certainly slowed down a bit now. Morgan feeding the pace probably a bit. Because he went off like a firecracker, didn't he?
Both the openings to the second and third round, he certainly did that. Oh, good shot though from Morgan there. Does have this habit, doesn't he, Deakin, of keeping his hands low.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he's lost 26 of 27.
Yeah, a bit of showboating from both fighters there. Their rafters at the bell as well, but it didn't come to anything.
Well, I suppose all Jimmy has to say is keep doing what you're doing.
He's well on course for professional victory number 2, isn't he? See the punch that's there, Colin. Sometimes misleading, but fairly accurate for this fight.
So I missed that. You were
Was that-
looking at the screen, weren't you?
47 landed for Billy Morgan and just 9 for
Yeah.
Robin Deakin.
But I always say it is quality of punches that count, not numbers. To be fair, all the quality punches, of course, have come from Billy Morgan.
The boxers sportingly touched gloves before the start of the final round here. Billy Morgan well on course for a victory. And can he get the stoppage though? And he starts at a fair old pace. Deakin ties him up.
Well, if he survived the first 3, he should survive the fourth, Mr. Deakin. But then, of course, there's no disgrace in winning on points. I keep saying that to young fighters. Obviously, KOs look very good on the record, but winning is what counts, and not getting hurt doing it.
Throw your shots, Rob! Flick it! Flick the jab! Keep going, Robin! Throw the jab!
Again, the fight just settling down in this fourth round. Oh, and just taking his time again, picking those punches.
Flick it, Robin! Flick the jab, Rob!
He does get through the shot of his own.
Robin!
Number 10.
Open up! Come on, Robin! Left hook,
Robin Deakin supporters in the crowd as well. We can hear them behind us. I don't think they're going to be going home celebrating though.
They couldn't get a ticket for the match in Manchester, obviously.
Oh, good shot though from Deakin. Punch number 11 there, left hand.
Run the jab, left hook!
To remind Morgan that he's in a fight.
He's very quiet this round, doesn't he, Billy?
Come on, Rob, lots of punches!
It's as if he knows he's got the job done. He's taking a bit of a breather.
Throw the punch!
No, shouldn't have to take breathers in 4-round fights.
No, not when you're 21 either.
Keep working, Robin!
He's run out of ideas of it, I think.
He has.
Billy.
Looks as if Deakin might crumble, but he's proved to be more of an immovable object, certainly in this fourth round. I think the result's in any doubt, though, is it? Here we go.
None at all.
Morgan
4 rounds.
kisses his glove, and Robin Deakin tries to get the nod from our referee, Marcus McDonald. And it's Morgan whose arm is raised at the end of the fight. No real surprise. Milks the applause from the crowd. And it's win number 2 for Billy Morgan here at York Hall. I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty more of him as well. Sells a few tickets.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Marcus McDonald, scores the contest 40 points to 36. The winner in the blue corner from Canning Town, Billy Morgan.